Hi everybody, welcome to AI TV. We're broadcasting live from AI Expo Africa 2020 online. The online edition this year, because of COVID, we're running the entire show virtually, and the same for AI TV. Our media center is up in the cloud and we're using Zoom to do all our interviews this year. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce two members from the Alliance4AI, which is a Pan-African organization looking to bring together thought leaders, entrepreneurs, and anyone really who's interested in artificial intelligence into a very broad community. And I've got Rose Gesicho, I hope I've said that correctly, in Kenya. And I've got Edosa Leta, who's in Rwanda. So welcome to AI TV.
Thank you.
Rose, let's just start with you. Do you want to introduce yourself and tell everybody a little bit about your role?
Yes, my name is Rose Delilah Gesicho. I'm from Nairobi, Kenya, and I'm the Learning Program Manager at Alliance4AI. Apart from that, I am also an AI community leader for the Nairobi Women in Machine Learning and Data Science, and an ambassador for the deeplearning.ai and Zindi. A bit about my role at Alliance4AI. I manage a group of enthusiastic learners from different educational backgrounds here in Africa. So we get our learners to learn from our learning kit, which comprises of leadership modules, technical modules, and professional modules. So the aim for our learners to get to interact with this concept is to prepare them for the future of work. Thank you.
Brilliant. And Edosa, what's your role in Alliance4AI?
Hi, and thank you again. My name is Edosa, originally from Ethiopia and based in Rwanda. I work as a program manager for innovation at Alliance4AI. And what we do is basically manage the different startups, not manage per se, control them, but help them succeed and try to see how they can improve in terms of development and be the elite innovator, AI innovator within the continent. So we have currently we have over 100 AI startups and over 20 communities that are registered on our platform. And we try to have a conversation with these startups, trying to look at what exactly they need and what kind of help we can give it to them, and see the AI development in this continent grow into a big thing, because we have actually seen the impact of AI firsthand, and that's what we advocate for. So we help different AI startups in the continent get into this huge programs, and currently we're working on getting them into the NVIDIA Inception program, which is one of the biggest Inception programs in the world, and this can help them achieve the next big thing in their development stage. So that's why I basically coordinate and try to also capture stories that can attract clients, investors, and also help young innovators get inspired and do something big as they're doing. So,
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for that, Edosa and Rose. I mean, I've been liaising with Alex Tosado, who's one of the original founders of Alliance4AI, and obviously we had NVIDIA at our show this year, and also last year we were lucky to have Dr. Simon C, who heads up NVIDIA's global R&D community. So it's very much a topic close to my heart, and I think also just sort of for our viewers who are watching AI TV for the first time, just to sort of say to any young person or entrepreneur who's maybe at college and thinking, oh, you know, where should I go to find out about the next step in my career? A community like yours is a very good first stepping stone for young people who are embarking on their new career. What advice, Rose, would you give to, say, an undergraduate who's just left university, or maybe, you know, you've got a master's student, they've done a project and now they're thinking, right, I'm going to go out and get a job. What advice would you offer them in terms of the value they can get from your community, Rose?
Thank you for that, Nick. So if you're getting out of university for an undergraduate program or master's program, we are welcoming you at Alliance4AI Learning. What we do in our learning program that can benefit you is that we assemble a group of intelligent enthusiasts who are willing to learn artificial intelligence and prepare them for the future of work. So you can get people who want to become business leaders and not exactly becoming engineers. People want to be engineers and people who want to become researchers. So with our program, we can help you dive into what you want to do for your future of work. So if you want to become a business leader without explicitly diving into engineering, we are here to support you and your vision. And we also advocate for for AI in Africa. And so if you are interested in creating impact in Africa, we are here to support you with that. Thank you.
And Edosa, what advice would you give to an entrepreneur? Again, I think, you know, some of the services you offer, you offer a newsletter, you can register your startup on your platform. What other things can a young entrepreneur who's just building a business, maybe they've got an idea for a machine learning application or some sort of solution that might use machine learning, what else can they get from Alliance4AI?
Yes, definitely. Especially in the era we're in right now, you can easily find resources online, free resources. You don't even need to pay that much. But then people don't have, specifically talking in this context, in our continent, people don't have that exposure of actually what the technology is. People assume when you mention the phrase artificial intelligence, they tend to think about robotics or something huge that people actually think. But through my experience, what I've seen people doing in the continent is using AI in different kind of small skills, as simple as a chatbot, and it can increase their efficiency in a huge deal. So that's about it, like trying to educate people about AI and what it really is about. So I advise people to actually start, and if you're a startup owner or if you're a youth trying to innovate something, try to align your startup or solutions and try to add a little bit of AI or machine learning, which I think usually can improve your solutions and also make it the next big thing as we're moving into the tech era and the next industrial revolution, which you want to be part of.
I think also, and I'll put the link in the notes below with the video, is that people can find out about events. They can join events through your platform. They can join your newsletter. And I think essentially they can also find out about programs like the NVIDIA Inception program, which again, if you're an entrepreneur, it's a great program to get involved in and getting access to the NVIDIA technology. I know also, you know, young entrepreneurs can also gain access to things like the Amazon, I can't remember what it's called now, Activate, I think it's called Activate program, where you get access to, as a startup, a certain free period of time to get access to their solutions. So it's fantastic to welcome you guys to the show. I know you had a booth as well. Did you get a chance to go and join the event and have a look around? Start with you, Rose.
Yes.
Yeah, or I'm assuming you came to the event. Sorry.
Yes,
sorry,
we both did actually.
Brilliant. Well, we're all trying something new this year because of COVID. I think the online conference format has been a learning curve for people like yourselves who've had a booth or you've been speakers. And I think also for us as event organizers, it's also been interesting to put together an event actually which has broadened out the opportunity for international collaboration. So I just want to wrap up there and say thank you very much, Edosa and Rose, for joining us from the Alliance4AI and joining us on this episode of AI TV. Look forward to welcoming you back next year.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.